Hey everybody, welcome. It's just overview what's happened last week, and last week was one of them. We'll go live doing the last pieces here. We'll demo a little bit more about what this system has to offer. But basically, here in the United States, there are that are underserviced, got no way to see a primary care doctor. You've got no access to prescriptions. You've got no access to mental health therapist, uh, vision, dental. So many people are underserviced. Even people with insurance have trouble months to see a healthcare provider. Or even like in Canada, some people are telling me that it's months. So to combat this, people have to with crazy, and a lot of times they just won't even give you a basically refuse you service. Well, seeing this being a problem and seeing the billions and billions and billions of dollars spent every year on people not having health care, and we did that with our Save Club health program, where you've got all you can call all the service. I went and looked at a dozen areas. I tested them out. I went in and called primary care doctors, called these different systems, and figured out what would be platforms, who's got platform. And then I went in and negotiated deals. We're a savings service and at the lowest possible price and low cost medication company. Amazon has a program like this. There's monster companies that are out there. Well, I believe we beat all of them. Not only in price, but all the way down where these companies have to, have their own customer services. There are all these overhead. They've got all these marketing expenses. They got to upcharge a lot for these platforms. With Save Club, when you have your membership, you get access to everything at wholesale or below, and you're not having to pay. It's totally our business model. Crazy alarm going on. Okay, so uh, so the Save Club Health Program covers you for your primary care doctor. I used this when I got injured. So I had at the time I had only catastrophic insurance, which means only if there's a catastrophic injury. Well, they don't pay for primary care visits. They don't pay for stuff. I had to go in to find a doctor that would actually prescribe me an MRI. The MRI centers don't to get an MRI. The telemedicine, I explained to the doctor what happened. They were able to write me a prescription, and I was able to go in to get the MRI. That's well long before that was back in February before I had before we initiated the Save Club Health program. Well, that doctor call alone would assess me cash MRI price of $500. If I would have had the Save Club Health program, the call would have been free and my imaging would have been dramatically discounted. So that's the type of thing that if you have this product like this, um, where you've got all these different services, they um, cost anywhere between like even one that's like mediocre is like $80 a month. And if you've got your whole family to cover, it can be upwards. Well, with the Safeco Health program, $50 a month. That's the program that's rolling out, and
Hey,
you'll have it
Charles.
live in your back office this week. Yes.
Hey, so I got stupid shingles. Like, when you're self-employed, insurance is really expensive, everybody. So if you don't have a job, you don't have a, and so I was on with a bunch of different ones and I had to pay, and then that cost me money. So you're basically getting unlimited over here for an entire family for less than what I paid for one call. And then they have 1,000 medications where I had to pay for the medication. If I was on this, I'm pretty sure the medication that I got would have been 100% covered. So that's a big, big savings. So we're really excited about rolling this out. Again, it's cool to get free appetizers and save money on, like I say big bucks on the car wash this morning. All you on Facebook probably saw that. We have lots of deals, but this is just another level of deals that people need. People need this stuff. That's what I love is we have products that people actually need and want to buy and save money. Go ahead, Charles.
Yeah, precisely. So where we're moving into, and I've evaluated all pet insurance, prepaid legal services, identity theft protection, and I look at all these different companies, and we're going to disrupt all those. Use our negotiations provider, shop everybody, and then bring it to you at cost. And that's what you get with your Safeco membership. The savings here is insane. Like for the Save Club Health at $50 a month, I was up front with them as I was dealing with the different providers. And I said, we're gonna undercut your service and all your you really want to onboard us and let us do because we're gonna sell it less than your other. I was very upfront and clear about that it's gonna be disruptive, undercutting everybody's price. We're gonna bring the best service lowest price, and we're going to keep reaching out and providing more and more services here. I was also surprised to hear who's a veteran and he uses the VA. It's atrocious how long it takes, or if they need medications or anything like that. Just the amount of time it takes. I'm convinced that the future of healthcare systems, at least here in America, are telemedicine. There's no reason to someone, a doctor, and a healthcare professional, and they can get you what you need, and now they can drop ship. All of that's in here, and with over pharmaceuticals, the service, there's more savings there. So, and that's not only that. There's major discounts on medical. So we're building all these tools. We've got videos, presentations, all that will be coming out this week. And I see many affiliates actually one thing like this. Just this is just one product that we've offered so much savings on. You could lead a whole business. In fact, there are entire companies that are built just on these services. Yet this is just one of many, 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 many features that we have at Save Club. So the product itself is getting so strong, and that's where $20 a month, 1997, and you're able to save. And we've got more and more services, even launching this month. So stay tuned. At the end of this presentation, I'll demo more of the Save Club Health program. But I want to talk about another thing that we've been working on. And again, this has been months and months of development in the background. The amount of negotiating to get to these providers, it's a lot. And I know now that we're at the very top echelon of travel. Additional just travel upgrade. The reason why this is because there's a cost to doing it. It's hard to just keep packing in value at $20 a month. And not everybody's traveling crazy, like, or taking trips like this. The travel discounts that are there are amazing, that we could run a whole company just on what we already have. But our commitment to bringing the absolute best stuff, I'm never going to stop looking and finding the best travel solutions. So we've made some videos on what this travel upgrade has allowed us, the vacation packages, so that when you're able to upgrade, or you upgrade a new person and they become a member, or they become hotel stay good at over 40 locations. We are working on things globally so that our global affiliates will have enrollment bonuses. But remember, guys, these are bonuses. Like, we could run the company without them. These are just the deck in your favor to really make this well. With the travel bonus, you're able to get a preview of the membership, and you'll see that the travel membership, people are paying $49 per. That's what people pay for this membership. Yet we're going to give it to you, and a trip for $29 for the year, and so more money into the compensation plan. You know, when we've got a program that costs a year and someone can run their entire business. Well, when there's only $300 coming in, there's only so much you can pay out. So now we've got the advertising dollars coming in. We've got additional cash back coming in. So we're finding money in other parts of the world and bringing it in. Well, also, this $29 once a year. So for one time in the year, you get 12 months of all these additional travel resources. And this is for people that really love traveling or really want to get the best deal. And we're going to show you any amount of travel, and it gives you access to all types of stuff. You know, Dave, I've got the video. I'm gonna share my what we're okay. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, that means I gotta reload this. So here okay, that looks good. I'm okay. So here's our so anytime somebody goes from a pre-enrollee or join Save Club as a 1997 member, or as an affiliate, either as a VIP affiliate, $60 annual affiliate fee, any new enrollment into Save Club.
Upgrade to Save Club's newest travel portal. You will get as an added bonus a certificate for 4 days and 3 nights hotel accommodations in an all-inclusive resort at your choice of one of the following destinations: Bahamas, Dominican Republic, and Mexico. Yes, that means all your meals and all your drinks are included. These are for some of the hottest locations. In Mexico, locations include Cancun, Playa del Carmen, Cozumel, and Puerto Vallarta. In the Dominican Republic, locations in Puerto Plata. In the Bahamas, you can stay in Freeport. This upgrade is only 8 cents per day. Get the best travel deals available anywhere and enjoy this bonus. We can't wait to see your pics and video from your vacation.
So this bonus here, guys, this is what uh, this bonus is when you upgrade to the 29.97. So I presented that wrong. My apologies. So when you pick up the new Elite Travel upgrade, this vacation, this trip, the free bonus. So for 29.97 for an all-inclusive trip plus all the bonuses. So again, just a no-brainer, right there. Dave, you want to talk a little bit more about? Thank you for making this video and your research into these different resorts.
So, guys, I have a long history in travel. I don't know if a lot of you knew this. I was actually a diamond distributor, and I've always dug deep into travel. I'd love to travel myself. And of course, you guys see all the travel deals that I've always presented through our presentations, which have been outstanding travel deals with our travel portal. I would say our travel portal that you have is, but then we started talking to this etc. And we're like, what can we do where we're the most period? Even though we're not just a travel company, we're a savings company. Where can we get that? Because we have reps that are going to pay, again, 19 bucks a month, 30 bucks one time, but have deals that are so good and so low that people are trying to like sell travel deals for like 100 a month or stuff like that. And we're crushing them. I mean, what makes sense? Get a better travel deal and pay 20 bucks a month, or have to be in some company and pay over $100 a month and not get as good a deal, right? So we wanted to make sure we did this. So what I wanted to do was to show you this new portal. And again, I love to dive deep. So I started to look at, which is already better than the Pricelines, the Orbits, the hotels.com, etc. And then I said, what does our new portal look like? And so this not comparing it to Priceline. We already beat those guys, by a lot. This is really crazy deals, right? So if you're thinking, and what I did apples for apples comparison, same date, same room, same everything.
For the exact same dates, the exact same rooms, etc. And that's a real good savings. So would you spend under $30 when you have additional savings like that? And it's great that we have multiple travel sites that you can just go and compare and make sure you save the maximum amount of money. Guaranteed this will pay off way more than your membership. Included in a tour, and this is a really cool tour where you go. So that's also included in this.
So right there, you can see all the different savings. And Dave, I was back there looking through those tours, and they just look awesome. So it's basically a full travel concierge that guides your whole tours. Looks great, but rather than trying to go online and piece it all together, you've got one travel company, one tour company that will put it all together and then bring these incredibly discounted
phone number. I think we are trying to build, just say, okay, let's get you the ultimate discounts. So that alone's worth it. If you don't really know how to book, try do. Hey, just call the phone number or chat and say, hey, listen, I'm going to Vegas or I'm going here. What's the best deals? And you got it. So I think that little piece alone, having concierge type of service, is worth it to me for 30 bucks.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Here, I'll pull up kind of,
And guys and gals, just so you know, our prices between all the things we have, no one beats us in travel. Nobody, period. They can say they can do whatever they want. No one beats our prices. We'll compare with anybody and guarantee we will be lower or this. And here's let's say for whatever chance you find a deal. Well, guess what? We do have so worst case scenario, you bought a flight on, and that more than likely they're in our cashback portal anyway. So we also take care of all that, where you click on it and get cash back, even if you're going to use some third, not really discounted, just so you know, flights.
Well, and guys, and travel is extremely difficult to compare as we're going through all these different things, because travel the prices change constantly every minute, and you've probably each experienced something like this when buying a flight. You're going to shop for a flight, websites to compare, you come back, the price has changed, and it's only been moments like that. So we figured the best way to travel shopping options is to get all of them, is to bring in all the options, put it all here, and then be part of these travel groups that really have, like, right here inside this area where we do the tours. It is, if you're going to Hawaii, if you're going to make a real Hawaii trip out of it, this is like multiple islands, all that. And, that's exciting. There's probably some significant savings there. But when you start getting into, first of all, when you do a trip that's all catered like this, there's already great savings further than that, because when you're going and you're traveling overseas, like when you go to, these are local travel groups that are purchasing currency incredibly easy. Someone on the ground over there paying the prices that are in that country. Like here's 13 nights all through Turkey. It's a luxury tour for, and this is all included. These are the flights, the boat rides, all the different things included. And I mean, there's probably no better way to see the islands in Turkey. So you want to get to some world traveling and look at all the destinations. So this is a global outfit that has been around for decades. So this upgrade is it's an additional cost. And the reason we had to do that was because not everybody's trying to bring the best price. We've got to charge the 29.97. Now remember, this 29.97 comes with, it's obviously worth. This is for an entire year to access all these travel deals. So if you're doing any level of traveling, elite traveling, do it. Other piece is this 29.97 is a full fast start bonus. So all the percentages in a fast start are being paid here. The same way it pays out this fast start, and then another paid out in star bonus overrides.
It's 8 cents a day.
So the value of it for 8 cents a day to get all this additional travel value, and the value you get with the value that you get with the free all-inclusive vacation, it's a no-brainer. And I'm just explaining to you guys why we had to charge $29.97. As we get into having, right now it's a lot. Like, well, when we've got 100,000 or 200,000 or a million members, well, each one of these packages, there's a cost to it. So to bring the absolute people that are actually going to use it, because if we put it in here and wasting money, that's stealing money from the commissions that could go out. I want to make sure that we have maximum level of commissions going out, and then making this product fully commissionable. So now, if you can enroll somebody, there's all that extra money to get paid. So if someone's enrolling, let's say it is a VIP, it goes from, okay, the package price goes up $30. But again, there's also any upgrade that happens. My goal is to roll both of these out. We're having one issue with our health portal. I wanted to launch it this morning, and I've been testing it all and totally stumped for some reason on the checkout. There is a glitch, and it's not allowing certain fields. It's there, it's working. We have all the accounts, all the pieces, but yeah, but that'll be fixed, maybe this afternoon. Immediately following that, we're just check travel portal, and boom, 2 more products with all the cool stuff rolling out. So let's just get back into our regular. And on Monday, we do our content drop, and so to support these, we've got new right here. And so getting in here and being targeted. So let's say you meet somebody and they're out there, and they're paying cable. You're with somebody, and I'm like, oh, you have a Cox cable, you have Cox internet. Clip, I'm a Save Club member. Cable.
Yeah, this week I mixed some videos with some pictures. Like that one's.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and there's the healthcare industry, number of billions and billions of dollars being spent, and there's a lot of people that just do not have the best deal. Important is your contact lenses, or you're on certain prescriptions, and you just don't have the right situation. Maybe you're paying program with the Save Club Health program.
That'll play
high likelihood your prescriptions are covered. Go ahead, Dave.
Just little attention grabbers. Little attention grabber. We also, and then if you click back to the main folder, Charles.
Yeah, last week. Cool. Yeah, again, and these are designed to
healthcare right there. It's a
prescription. So many people underinsured.
I mean, we make it so easy for all of you. All you got to do is download it and literally just before and say, go make money on it. Very few companies give you what you need to have success, and especially at only $20 a month. If they do have anything, they usually say, oh, you need our marketing system. It's going to run you $50 extra. We got 20. Yeah, I just did another one that we're going to roll out too for the.
Yeah, and the key part here is just right, and really all of this, all these, this is all in preparation, as we're so many of you at the table from both organizations. I'm junior sports fundraising. I think I've got about a dozen now for our so as a marketing save club. The great part is when you enroll an organization, you get a matching bonus on all their customers and all their people. And I wanted to give some. So if you enroll a customer member, they get a position inside of the matrix, even though they're not in a position to earn, because still get paid off of their organization, even if they're a customer. So as you start to see customers just filtering into the system from these organizations. So let me give you guys an example of how we can an organization. Let's say there's a large, small one, a free app. They're earning with that app as those the membership organization earns a there's fast start month 2 of the membership. We start paying matrix commissions. Well, every position that's just a customer, they're in the matrix, and then there's other. We do that because we want to show customers that as the matrix starts to fill, if a customer's sitting there and they've got people in the organization and they're not upgraded, well, this is an incentive for them to upgrade to become an affiliate and start getting a commission check, because it could offset their cost of their um, membership, or to cover it completely, or even be well into the profit. And so if you look at our chart, if you see these organizations, they've got hundreds of thousands of members. Well, if an organization was to put, well, that organization, not only would they earn 50 cents per member per month directly, after their first 2, there'd be people underneath them and underneath them and underneath them. If you roll that out, they're earning matching bonuses on all of those people's organizations. So they start earning not 50 cents a member per month, but far more. Plus, with 2,500 members, they'd be in the 4-star bonus of overrides. And what naturally happens is members become affiliates. Affiliates go 1-star, they go 2-star, and so on and so on. So we're really going to be showing a lot more about this path from pre-enrollee to member to upgrade, and that is the blitz. But really, what's come out we've been rolling is a real clear money model. And so there's different money models. They have like everything from at the local. That's what a money model is. Or if it's like a gym membership where it's like enroll at our gym. So that's the business's money model. Even restaurants, happy hour, if it's 6, half price appetizers or something, that's their money model. Well, with Save Club, we're creating a services. So many people were make money. We're servicing affiliates. We're servicing people that just want to look at it with a free app. So when you start together showing people that we've got an enrollment bonus with the 3-day 2-night vacation, showing them grocery coupons for simply referring 2 people, then we've got the idea is that money models, they may seek to get somebody to having all their month compensation plan. There's a lot of things that happen along the way, but we want to make it to where small commitments like putting their form or getting a free app or making a simple decision for joining something for doing 2 enrollments and earning $1,000 grocery coupon, to then going 2-star and getting a global share of the company's earnings. All of these things, we want to make it so easy and simple and seamless that it happens automatically for people. And then our jobs as affiliates be helping people save. It's sharing the gift of savings and then letting the systems take on. Now, each one of these money models, each one of these upgrades, it takes a level of optimization. So are our videos going to get better? Are the creatives going to get better? And how you do that is in growth. Well, working together, it works like this. When you do something long enough, that ratio, it's basically a tipping point. You might have heard straw that broke the camel's back. It's just one piece of straw, but it was enough to be overloaded. Well, in our case, it's that one, people getting results, people business freedom number and getting free, to where this whole plan, this money model for Save Club, when it becomes self-evident, that's when you see this thing take off. So we're starting to really a no-brainer. We just now are reached out with our first, and it's working. This last month in a country like Japan, where we don't even have any of the topping, multiple 3 stars, and I'm doing webinars. where slower and a lot clearer, and more deliberate with my words on those calls. But it's working. Are people that don't speak a lick of Japanese now earning every paid on? So we really do have the full, and I've looked at companies come out in this touting AI. They're actually building their entire companies based on AI, and what we've got built is better than all of that. I looked at one of the a lot of those tools or whatever, but they're not in the videos. They're not integrated into a money model that takes somebody from a free user to covering all their bills when they hit their freedom number. So by putting all these steps, it's like climbing to the top of a tower. There's flights of stairs. The whole point is to make the hike of what your goal is. You'll see. So this practice of what we're doing, the stairs, this whole money model built, and that's what today's training was about. Is really kind of uncovering all this. I'm gonna make it. I couldn't come out with. I had this slideshow in my head. We wrote all this down in notebooks about the direction that we're going. But as we just what we put together for the Save Club Health to do to tie in all the call centers and D's to having 1,000 free drugs there working of drugs for pharmacies to have all the mental health parental all that's is one product. As we bring on, we're building something here. It's going to be able to rival some of the saving. The goal is the value is just so there that they, I look at role models in the memberships. I mean, Amazon Prime just has, there's such a big free shipping and all their, sure. So do I ever think to ship? No. But you know what? Jeff Bezos, and there's no way free. You're just a consumer to them. With Costco, got some of the best items in there at the lowest prices. That's great. And I'm promoting Costco. They're not going to pay me any residual income. And so we're going to get to that same place with Save Club. And the way that we have our compensation plan built here, we're going to be here to stay. We're not putting all this stuff tomorrow. Many of the contracts, like the shopping portal, they're set up for minimum 12 months. So the commitment levels on their teams, on our teams, on legal teams, there's just a lot of, as much as I want to just snap my fingers and have it all ready right now, we're doing a pretty good job. So we're priming for a huge fourth quarter here, really shooting to October, really be a month where we see some breakout growth and rolling out. Looking forward to get in the masses seeing this, and we wouldn't be able to do it here working with it. We're getting to that. We're getting to each one of these pieces. So I'm excited that we're going to have an opportunity of our nonprofit groups, some of our big fundraiser groups, where they've got loaded, they're eager. Don't ever give them a chance to have residual earnings, and put them into a model here where keep it on perpetually, get paid every single week. You think about this, guys, if you're able to bring on an organization, and that organization, not only would that organization be making minimum just from the compensation plan and the matches, okay, you'd match them. You're matching that. You're matching their check to a large percentage, and all of those levels in there. So this is where we start hitting these points where we're able to identify networks that exist inside the world, super network into those organizations, bring them value. They got residual income. I can clearly see a dozen and 20 and 30 and 40 and 50 and 100, and we just start together. And so it's been a nice get where we're at. It's here in 8 days, and so these last 8 days we're going to be putting out some really key point and really show you how to. So hopefully for those of you that have been following our 90-day blitz, your accumulation of really help an organization, help yourselves, help others in your community with savings and earning, turn this loose. Dave, you want to comment on right here at that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's almost, yeah, I mean, it's every single day too. We post it on weekends to train you guys. And the thing about it is listen, I have a lot of knowledge, so does Charles. And to get that knowledge for free, we should eat. I mean, the people that have gone through the course, the comments we get, they're like, man, you should be selling this. Because I bought courses that cost thousands. We're dropping bombs the other day. Like I showed Charles the training I did the other night just on the healthcare. And it was, stuff that we add to the blitz. And the problem with this is this, though, everybody, I'm going to tell you right now. The old saying, we can lead a horse to water, we can't force you to drink. We want to drown all of you, but we can't. We can't make you go to the blitz, and it's a shame. because if we were able to force you to do it, all of you would see numbers. There's no doubt in my mind, all of you would see numbers. All of you would be dominating the comp plan. All of you would be moving up all the ranks. All of your people would be moving up in the ranks, if you tap in and you actually do what's on that blitz, and have your people do it. Because here's the cool part too. A lot of you, there's two things that you need in this business: numbers and duplication. And if you can get both of those and master those, that's the recipe. So the blitz shows you how to get tons of numbers for you and your team. And then the blitz also, so your people are out there running around. Some of you, you wake up in the day, like today, like, well, hope I get a sign up, or maybe I'll save some. And that's silly. That's not the way to go. And we work on that inside our blitz and show you exactly what you should be doing today, exactly what you should be hitting today. And if you do, you'll get success. So the blitz is free, everybody. Why, when you want it? And you want your team on it, because we literally are taking your team by the hand. Because in this industry, here's what I've seen. I've seen me sign up a lot of people. And then sometimes they'll sign up people, and then I'm wondering, what happened to your people? Why aren't they performing? Why isn't anything happening? People back into the trainings, right? So there's a lot of orphans in this industry. You get people that are excited, or maybe their sponsor quit. Who cares? All right. But so this is a way that, or maybe well, guess what? We designed this so you don't need a sponsor. Sponsors are great because you got two pros here. Every single day will train you. And the sponsor is going to be, any good sponsor is going to tell you, jump in that training and get trained by these guys because they know what they're doing. So now we could take you by the hand, and it really is just like this, Charles. If you guys were able to pick, and we're at your desk, and you got Charles on one side and me on the other, and I can say, click, see that right there, click on it. See that? Type this here. Do this, do that, do this. You would love that. Well, that's what the Blitz does. It's basically to the best here on how to duplicate, make money, and do a ton of stuff with AI, a ton of stuff with marketing, high-level skills that a lot of time, and we're going to teach you how to do that stuff. So
it's a part of this is, I'm going to get a little approach of what to say here, but think about if you're going to want to have an army of that all went through boot camp, at least 90 days of boot camp, that knows how to. There's different skills inside, the army. Well, also Air Force, Marines, whatever. There's going to be different people that different roles with affiliates. My role to give you guys all the equipped so that we're the best at attracting leadership, because this business doesn't reach 1 million members without leadership. The number one deficiency that we have is we're breeding and we're training our own leadership, great people that have done this before. In fact, I'm very humbled of leadership that we have, and especially in other parts of the world, and places where the task is so much harder because they're having to learn all this in a different language. Well, they're going to absorb all this, have to learn it in English and translate it over there, and we're going to have making fortunes with this business, and doing it in a way that is going to be similar to our whole operation. And so, with that, guys, I wanted to I know we're right here, at the top of the hour. We're going to finish off this blitz really. We can give you all the skills, the tactical skills, the offers, the pages, the value to the customers. We're going to never stop just piling that on and making it better. No brainer of an offer to bring to everybody. The big difference maker of what's the attitudes. So starting October, basing it off of, I wrote a book. It's called All the Time Happiness. It's a personal development book. It's got 60 lessons inside of here. You can pick it up on Amazon. I wanted to book fair in Frankfurt, Germany. It's going to be great. But I'd like to push that campaign out there. Well, one thing we're doing, it's been called 100 Good Days, and this to non-Save Club affiliates. If you're a Save Club affiliate, it's free. And guess what? People can enroll in Save Club. It's one more lead magnet that could help you develop it. If people like that concept of 100 Good Days, they look at it, they go, oh, maybe I'll purchase this product. Well, don't do that. Just sign up at Save Club and get it for free. And so that's a product that we'll have rolling out there, because the training's out there, and that training, really, we have the tech how to do the Save Club specific stuff, and I'm very much going to tailor training to it, but really every single part of your life, so you're able to coworkers, just use it for yourself so that you can have every one of your, and that's all the luxuries that we have in the modern world. It's been on a steep fall off of a cliff. That's the other, no matter what you're going through, knowing that you've got a community of people who are also just daily hacks, hacks that you can do that are physical, that are mental. So I'm gonna stop this recording.
Stopped.
Hey, Charles, somebody just asked me if a customer joins, does that count as a sale on the leaderboard?
It does.
Okay, cool. I wanted to share something real
I'm going to
quick.
confirm that, but it should.
Okay,
Yes.
I wanted to share something real quick. That's definitely use the 90-day blitz, the 100 good days. Those are going to show you. But what I've always is live Zooms, and we have 3 live Zooms a week. So what I do, and what I would invite lots and lots of people to the Wednesday Zoom. Get people excited, get them to pre-enroll, get them to start paying attention, and then get lots and lots of people, get them to engage and upgrade, right? And then get everybody on your team so they are excited, they see all the new things to learn the skills. And how you do that, think of what a realtor does on a Sunday, right? They'll put the signs out, they'll invite everybody they can think of to come to the house to get an offer. And you want to do the same thing. At 9 a.m. on a Monday, start telling your teammates, go to the Zoom. Are you going to the Zoom? Here's the Zoom link. Wednesday night, have you seen the new business I'm in? Have you seen what I'm doing? And invite about an hour or so before the Zoom. Invite people to go to the Zoom. And then on Fridays, obviously you want them to, by Friday you want them to engage. And that's when you want to do that last minute follow up and just get them on there. And let us do the work for you. Let us do that live presentation. Go ahead.
Also, being a product of the product, Pete brought this up. Like today I went to a car wash, saved $8. That $8. But the bottom line is, it saved money, right? But how long did it take me to screenshot my coupon and take a picture when I was in the car? All of you should be doing that all day. If you have a bunch of followers and they say, "Oh, I just saved another $8," or hold up your burger, or "Hey, my kids are eating good today. Here's a 6-inch sub from Subway, got it free again." And then, "Hey, here's or "Hey, I got tires at cost." Or, "Hey, I got to look at my kitchen. See this
You know what, Dave? That was a great post the other day. Bruce saving nearly $700 on an appliance. That was a good one.
That's it.
Let's get to some questions, guys. We're way past. I saw your hand up there. You've been following us in all these different ways. I'd love to hear from you. I don't think we've ever spoke.
Taffy.
Hey, Taffy.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi, Taffy.
Thank you. And I would just say that I definitely appreciate the training. And I guess the question was for that because the content that you give us, the process. So I just want to know, is it
absolutely. So the Blitz is designed, it's going to be perpetual. We have the Blitz up there without contents that, we'll keep up there. The idea is, the original idea is terminology, and there's lessons and there's skills that build on each other. But I do understand. So as people have been going through the Blitz, they've actually made a nice there. Definitely, I'm doing that on our 100 good days because sometimes people during different motivation or whatever, and we all deal with the challenges of life. I don't care who you are. Like, it's not about wanting life to. It's about you being better, and that's what all these there. And so when you there's also a point across this where people look up to, but there's a point where sometimes your personal well is drained. And so what I do, putting together, there's been plenty of difficult in a certain way. Well, it's like, how do you overcome that? Because it's just a thought. Sometimes it's just that one. So don't beat yourself up. The fact that you're in motion of doing that, and that there's a value, let's go.
Okay, thank you. Real quick.
Yeah.
I see the hat on there. Listen, I want a trucker hat. So could that be something I do myself, or are you going with the?
Okay, sure. Yeah. You want a Safe Club hat? Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll do it. I'll put it up in the merch store. Okay, and yeah, anybody else? You know what? I've been wanting to. We've been so busy because I've got this list of stuff right here, and it's like constantly at least 30 things to do. And I look at it, and then I put stars next to what I think is the most important thing to do. And I've had upgrade our merch on there for a minute, but there's so many things that have been taking precedent over that. But I'm gonna up. We do an upgrade or make something. I cross it off and it makes me feel good. So I'm gonna, for self-serving purposes, I'm gonna get us some merch out there because it's been on my list for day. Anyone else want to speak?
Hi, I'm Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl.
I was really interested.
Yeah, it is coming.
Yeah.
So here's the problem so these products at a car processing company makes you do lab reports, and I want to do lab reports on all this stuff. So we send it all into the lab, and we're just waiting. We had to wait for reports. The merchant company, they get a pizza card, and then they turn us live. So we're like stuck in this kind of lab report, credit card processing approval phase. And once that's done, we're live. Now, I want to let you know, I also additional product, and that product's coming, and it's we're waiting on the labels for that. There's already going to be 5 products in the line. There's a 2-ounce massage oil. These 2 products are the first products. They're oils. So, like, oil and water don't mix. So when you're making it through all the layers of the skin are soluble, but we wanted oil because there's other ingredients that go in the oil that we wanted to put in there. It's in the bigger bottle, could heal larger areas, and then when there's a roll-on, you can also put that all over. But man, it really gets you stimulated, and you can feel the blood flow instantly and all that. So those products are there. I've been manufacturing another product for a company, and they're doing really, really well. And I had to order in barrels and said, you know what? And launch it. The Save Club product under $8 that works, that people can use, that saves them more than $20 on the purchase, then it's a no-brainer. A product that gives instant results. Because in multi-level marketing, if you got products, it's so easy to demonstrate. And so, that's another, all the products work. All the products in the Averderm line work. I'm not saying that, I'm just saying that now, again, it's hard to make then to roll it out. So that's just another thing that's coming. I'm excited to put.
Every MLM that are real expensive.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, any products that are real that have CBD in them are like $40, $50, $60 for like 1 ounce. It's dumb. So we just have a way. The value in the line is there. We are so close. Again, this week might just be huge for us. We might have both. We might have the Averderm line, the health, and the new travel all done this week. They're all just at like 95% completed. There's just one thing that's out of our control. Any other questions?
Oh, it looks like people want to know if it's just the United States or is it going to be in other countries?
Okay, so get this. We're setting up the fulfillment center for international fulfillment, and we think we're going to get away with it globally. Some of these products, the Averderm line has CBD in it, which some countries are cool with it, some countries are not. However, not for resale in like boxes that are like a pound. And so, because we've been sending out, it's when we start hitting a country with like opening up, investing. So, our goal is to have anybody else. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, Charles. Thank you very much. I have upgrade the travel part for the travel update because I didn't see it on the website.
Yeah, it's with the travel part is working properly. It is all done. This week we'll have it live, unless there's a problem. It's dollar for dollar. Then
okay,
I'll go back to the drawing board. But there'll be 3 places where the travel upgrade area, travel upgrade the cart. If you're a new person, there'll be a button right where there'll be one underneath it, say Elite Travel Upgrade $29.97. They click it there. And then there's one other place. I'm going to have what we call a bridge page, which will be in the back office that you can learn about it. So there's videos that we demoed today that Dave showed. Yeah. We're going to have those videos there and then an explanation of it's basically a sales page for the upgrade. And then there'll be plenty of places. And I really wish I would have, the goal is to have all this stuff done last week or Monday. I came to the call and I was like, I want to tell everybody about it.
Don't apologize. Yeah. Don't apologize. It's really cool. That's fine with me, even if it's next week. The second question I have is the app. I'm waiting desperately because I'm living here in Europe. Is there any timeline to count on? And the last question is, you mentioned Frankfurt, and it's really close to me. I would love to meet you there. That would be.
Unfortunately, I don't get to go. I want to go. That'd be good. You know, I got the book. Honestly, the book last year, and so I wrote the book because I wanted to give Christmas gifts to my friends. I don't know what to get them. 10 years, and I just went and did it and got it, and I sent it to a publisher, make it into a book, a printed book, and they got it, and it went into their editorial department. And then they called me back and they're like, "Hey, do you want to put this? Do you want to just?" They told me we can distribute it, and I'm thinking bookseller packaging or something. I don't know. I was like, "Okay, what's the catch?" And they go, "No, we want to do it." And I said, "Okay, then do it. Like, let's do it." And then it's really hard to get a publisher to take you up and put you into distribution, but they really love the book, and you know, I'm very thankful in the message and what's there. October 1st, I'm gonna ask everybody, buy the book, buy a copy, buy the audio copy, share one with a friend. Just help me push it up so that when they're at the Frankfurt Book Fair, they can be like, "This is #1 this month today. Do it." So I'm, you know, a little bit of a marketing. Yeah, Peter, we're working on that. Okay. About the app, to answer your question about the app, the current app, it's not up to. We're working with a company. We're very close to them. They do have the intention to open up the world. The offers exist there. They didn't want to open up a country or open up a region and have it be a dud. They wanted to make sure that there's enough offers, load the app, they actually use it. And then also, it's two things. You got to have the people that are going to go download the app, because there's a lot of work. So you want to make sure the offers are there, but you also want to make sure the people are there. I'm just going to say, do it. Like, they're not, you know, that's what we're doing here is, and for better or worse, we get it done because I know that our ability to get something done is there. But that's why you're seeing, you know, with Save Club it's a different attitude at the corporate spot. So I'm gonna try to get Europe open, guys. They got to do it.
Is it a safe bet before Christmas?
So so rather than leave it out to someone else's control, I have another app. Prerequisite to that app is the cashback portal. So the cashback portal that we have now, all of that's going to be controlled. We were just going to have one, but Visa and MasterCard just do not allow MLM. They just do not allow MLM. Like, there's no way to get it done. They just won't do it. So that's why we have a partnership with the company, and we have a workaround so that we can still have the app. They won't allow what we're attempting to do by putting all of the orders and pumping through the whole compensation plan. That's where we're going to get to. But, you know, so yes, there is another app coming. It is scheduled by the end of this year, and that will be global, and that will have all of our.
Charles, real quick, system. Do you have a timeline yet on that?
The AI prospecting system has been a major thorn in my side, but what we're doing with the tool is allowing phone calling, text messaging, email marketing, online chatting, doing the different languages, having the working CRM, and we're getting it integrated to the deals. It's a lot to come through. The most important piece is what Bob is asking for. The prospecting, that's what we need it for. We need the AI inviting people to the webinars, and just that with fact, just so we all have just a special hype and a launch for when that's coming. So Bob, yeah, we've been delayed. Frankly, I misjudged how difficult it is to put an enterprise level system in place. You know, I don't want to make anybody, you know, no, I'm nice about it. But seriously, I'm in the same. Honestly, it could be, you know, this last Friday I got a good update. We're putting more pieces to it here. I will not be a unforeseen, but yeah, we're within a couple of weeks. Once we're in and I can continue training our knowledge base of the AI, once we're going to go live, but we're very close. I'd say within the next couple of weeks here, I'll be talking to all of you guys. Take one of our webinars, reach out to everybody that you've prospected. You know, maybe I'll flip on, or we'll also have the AI in the last week. You know, we'll give it nice, and you know, I'm still hell bent on October, and it's just like 8 days away. So yeah, Bob, I'm the most cutting edge included in your affiliate fee.
Yes, thank you. Hi, Charles. I have some fundraiser or PowerPoint deck possibly that you could share with us. They've watched the video, but they want me in person, and they would like a PowerPoint where I can go step by step.
Yeah, I've got that. Yeah.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah, hit me up on that, Matt. I'm gonna do.
I will send you a WhatsApp now.
This worked out really well. It was to it scheduler. So my calendars. I'm gonna open up my.
Everybody wants the PowerPoint now.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Charles, we're getting a lot of requests for PowerPoints. Is there any way you can put a link to back office?
I can. Sorry, guys. All right, yeah, you can just go to the chat, and please, if you've got it's hard to open it up on these calls. Everyone's already been here for an hour. Here's the link inside the chat. So either of those links, charlesmoy.com, or and there's the scheduler. So yeah, if there's something like that, there've been really good calls. Phyllis.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, if you have Medicare,
it will help in other ways. It's not insurance, but there's a lot of overlap of what it does as far as cap you on things, or if you block you, complicated. This program will just. Oh yeah, this will help. Oh yeah, for sure. And again, it's not insurance, but it's with the dental. Their whole it's an access to that dental network. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm getting.
It does help too. What's nice is he also has 1,000 different.
Okay, I have one other question. So I've been having. It's always asking me for it doesn't calculate or even it doesn't.
You're working with Sean, right? That's the way the app works, folks. When you download from your back office and you bring the app in, you're going to get to a screen on your phone where the app is. It says the app company that upload, or maybe you need to go below that and create an account. It doesn't automatically link from our Save Club account to create an account inside of that app. It knows that you came from our back office. It knows you're a Save Club. So that is
and you know what, Matt, I'm going to cut and paste you my response from our development partners about this particular thing, and I'll send it to you. But yeah, I've been pushing on that because it's been and Phyllis, you're not the only person that has got to that page. It doesn't work. It's like there's a link below it says create an account, and it's like I don't know. It's too high of a percentage of people that do that. So I've been pushing on that, and I have.
So apparently it works for some people and not other. I asked this one plus.
Every new user needs to hit on create an account below the phone number.
Yep, and that's exactly what I end up doing.
Melanie, you're up. Melanie, go.
Thank you. My question up more, like some of them say, for the first click forward to pre-enroll when they're immediately asked.
Yeah. Okay. So that's okay. So about the fundraiser, I'm also about what they're to expect. So on the fundraiser page,
he was talking about U.S. only savings, Canada, international. Somebody said that they were a free app. So we're still a very young fledgling company. They're appreciated, but like Charles said, even on the new cashback portal with 58,000 stores, that takes a lot of time searching for what you're searching for.
So on this page here, instead of click here to sign, and then when this form pops up, step 1 program, step 2, you will be forwarded to learn more about the product, which will be our new. You will be sent an email to the email address that you put in. That email address. That's what. Yeah, so it's gonna really be this, and I got a little bit of feedback about this form.
No, that's perfect. That's really helpful just to walk them through those steps, because I get a lot of questions about, well, what do I do next or what happens next? But yeah, I love that.
Yeah, so it's been on my Dave. I'm having trouble with the Safe Club application.
Oh, that's fine.
So this form here, I got a little bit of so far the feedback's cleared that there was obviously so yeah. Well, and working with I can't. That's where the rubber hits the road. That's where they understand. I wish there was like this approach. The minor hockey team fundraiser. They're all got their different nuances, and we'll do our best to lay out the guidance. Okay, guys, that was a lot. We're way over this call. Before I was saying before the call that I don't care if it's about quantity over quality over quantity. So let's get the quality people that are here that see what we're doing there. It's kind of like that movie Warriors. It's all about.
We got one more question, Charles. Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Pamela, go ahead.
No, we're looking for Pamela Cox. Pamela Cox.
I don't even see her.
No, I think she dropped off.
But, hey, just to expand on what you said, though, Matt, the app. Okay, they didn't build that app with only American money, but we have to build an audience, right? It's a work in progress. America was just the first place.
Yeah, and sorry, Pamela, if she dropped. I know we were on here almost 2 hours.
And you sound Phoenix. You can, if you go to the captions at the bottom available now. It's been for several weeks at the bottom. And
okay, guys. Well, I'm anxious. So yeah, a lot to do. We're gonna keep the pedal to the
bring the
metal
PowerPoint,
here.
Charles.
We're racing towards. Thank you all for staying focused here. It's out there, but very rarely that has real zero. There was a couple things essential to one that was at the top of the list. I want to deliver on the something here and way beyond part of your income, not just for so building something that's going to pay. And so hopefully you're getting what our intentions are. They'll get value, and you're building this. That's that's what we're here to do. So with that, everybody, thank you so much. Keep your eyes open on the emails as the health portal. Get this, you could probably build a whole company on just pain. There's people trying to build a whole. We got it all right here. It's $20 a month.
Bro,
so,
there's people building businesses just on selling reels, and we're giving them away for free, and ours are custom.
Yeah, and there's businesses trying to build their whole business you get for free, or even if it's customized to a bit. So any one of these things actually free, yet we're putting them all in one place, and we're following the friends, our sister company, who's blazed a trail what they're going on over there. But you all know we're running on that technology that has most of the time when companies hit hypergrowth, they implode to do it. So the path that we're on is, I know that if we the old saying from asking.
Oh, they're asking if you have the PowerPoint.
Yeah, it's on the list.
Oh, okay.
I'll get it to you. I'll get it to you. I'll do it right now. Okay, thanks guys. Have a good one.
Thanks, guys.